Jim, Touhou bars in Japan. I don't know what else I'm telling in this video, but I just want to talk about my experience from a year ago. It just came up in my mind, and I don't think it's a very common topic that a lot of people talk about, but I just want to say it anyways, just to get out of the way. Basically, Touhou bars in Japan. Should you go to them? How was your experience? What the fuck happened? What the fuck even is a Touhou bar? What the fuck is a Touhou? And I just want to talk about this where basically a year ago, I was saving up some money working fast food in college, and I wanted to go vacation to Japan for like a month after graduation with a friend. And I always wanted to go there because I grew up as a super fucking weeb. That's the anime paradise. That's the mecca for the weebs out there. You go to Akihabara. I went there like 10 fucking times, I'll tell you. I didn't even buy that much shit. I just window shopped the whole fucking time. And I'm just like, damn, I recognize that anime. Or damn, I know that anime character. Or damn, you can just walk into a fucking hentai gallery on the side of the fucking street. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Whoa, that's cool. And I basically went there, and I always wanted to go to these things called the Touhou bars because I came from the world of Osu and the weebs and shit. I always loved this anime culture called the Touhou, where it's like these girls that shoot bullets. It's like a danmaku, it's a bullet game, and you're basically fighting these fucking yokais and shit as Reibu Hakurai to kill the yokais and shit. I don't know, it's an interesting one. They got like very good music by the zone. But I just want to talk about my experience with this, where basically I was like that, watched all the MVs, the music videos, animations when I was growing up, loved the music, played some of the games, played the maps and Osu game. I was a big fan. I noticed there was like a fucking Touhou bars there, like a Touhou bars, what? And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to this one. So basically I was midweek in the vacation, and I was like, holy fuck, yo, this Touhou bar, like, I kind of want to go. I always wanted to go. Might be interesting. And I will tell you that I went there, and I Google mapped it. It was at the side of this apartment. It was kind of weird to find. There was this big poster or bulletin board in front of the door. Like, I was trying to find it. It was really weird to find because Japan has these elevators that lead you into discrete places, and each building has tens of different fantastical lands basically in them. And I don't know, Japan's fucking weird. But basically, I saw this fucking door, and on the big front of the bulletin was this big anime girl serving fucking tea or some shit. And I was like, holy shit, yo, I gotta go in, twin. So I went in there, and I will tell you, this is an intimate setting, let's say. We're at a Touhou bar. It's like the size of it's like a living room, like a normal rural living room. Like, it's not that big. There's like a bar stool, and there's like 8 stools around it. There's a little chair there, and some Touhou merch all over the fucking place. We got fumos, we got figurines, we got posters, all of the shit. I was like, damn, this looks like a this looks like a paradise for the Touhou lover. And I was like, holy shit, this is interesting. And at the bar was like this one Japanese girl. She was serving up the drinks, and then sitting on the bar stools were like these 3 dudes, and they're just drinking away their alcohol and like speaking to their Japanese. Like, there's one white guy, a Korean guy, and a Japanese guy, and they're just fucking yapping. Like, I don't remember what they were saying, but like, you know, like, majide, or some shit like that. Like, oh, yabakunan? I don't fucking know, dude. They're just yapping some shit. And I was like, damn, all right, yo, GM. Kind of just had my wave to it. And back then, I wasn't really having my crazy ass fits like now. I was wearing my t-shirt with a pocket at my nipple, and I was wearing some cotton shorts. That's when I walked in. That's not really bar gear. That's like, I just woke up out of bed gear. But it was kind of embarrassing. I walked in and just look at the people like, hey, what's up? I wasn't good at Japanese at all. I was fucking horrible. I was trying to speak in English. It was so embarrassing. But I basically sat my ass down on this one table right next to the bar stool. Nobody was on it. Sat my ass down. The girl walked up, gave me like this fucking drink bar. I was like, all right, yeah, if you do this thing, you can get like all you can drink or whatever the fuck. And I was like, okay, well, whatever, cool. I bought it. It was like, I think it was like $20 or something. But basically got that. And I was like, okay, what the fuck, man? And then the white guy, he basically was like, yo, you speak English? And I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, yo, come here, bro. And so we just started fucking yapping and shit, bro. It was crazy, but basically we started drinking away and shit. He was like, yo, you gotta try like these drinks, bro. And like they had like these character drinks for the anime characters. I tried like almost all of them. I think I tried one for like the Mint Girl and the clown piece or whatever the fuck. I'll tell you that one of the craziest ones was like a 99% ABV. It was like an Everclear. By the way, I don't drink alcohol like at all. And I went there. It's like, yo, if you drink this Everclear thing, like it will make you shit your brains out. And I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? And I basically got it. I glugged it down. And I was like, holy fuck, this tastes like hand sanitizer. But it was an interesting experience. Just yapped with him, just talked with the guy in English. He was talking back and forth with his friends with Japanese and whatever the fuck. Like the Korean guy was speaking fluent Japanese. I was like, what the fuck, bro? That's crazy. And I will tell you, my Korean was fucking bad too. So he tried yapping at me Korean. I was like, oh, I don't fucking know. That's one of like my insecurities while I'm learning those languages now. So I don't fuck up like that again. But basically, I'm only speaking English, just yapping with this guy, and speaking a broken English with the fucking Korean guy. We're just yapping and shit. And I'm looking at the laptop. They're playing Touhou songs. I think it was like Akaboshi Rocket or something. It's like an Osu map. But they're like fucking playing all of these wonderful things there. I was drinking away the alcohol. I was getting pretty tipsy. I was like, damn, this is an interesting experience. I was just yapping with a guy, yapping about Touhou music and songs and shit. Like, where the fuck do you get the Touhou CDs? I love this one called the Dematories. I was like, yo, where the fuck do you get these? He's like, yo. Like, all you gotta do is go to the Akihabara, and then there's like this fucking place, and then you walk in there and you get them for discount for like 98 yen. I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of cool, bro. And we just yapped, just exchanged our shit. And then he was like, all right, yo, you wanna get some, yo, you smoke or something? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then I went outside and I just smoked a fucking cigarette with him. This fucking guy, I don't really know that much, but man, I fucking forgot. I should have got his contact info, bro. He was kind of chill. But we basically just smoked a cigarette outside of the fucking building and just like talked about shit. And I don't know, it was like an interesting experience. Went back in and he's like, all right, bro, it's like kind of closing, but about to dip now. So I just kind of just dipped, thanked the bar girl, walked away. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I thought that was a good experience. Because like in Japan, like it's kind of hard to like go out in the street and like talk to people, because when you're out there on like the street of Tokyo, all the people are, you're just another person out there. There's millions of people on the street at a time. So you have no intrinsic value. But when you go into like a bar, like an intimate one in there, like now I wouldn't drink the alcohol because I'm more health conscious. But like back then I was like vacationing, so I was like, okay, well maybe sure. But basically, it's a lot more intimate because your value as a human goes up when you go there, because you are 1 out of 5 people there literally. So it's like easier to talk to people. But like usually if you just go outside and try to talk to people, it's very short and it feels lonely and cold. But basically I went to the other Touhou bar because there's like another one. This one was in Tokyo. And I went to this one in Osaka. It was like their sister company branch. And this one was a whole fucking different beast, bro. I'll tell you that. It was honestly not that exciting. Like I didn't really have a crazy conversation. When I walked in, again, it was an obscure location in Osaka. And I pretty much bust there from Kyoto because I had an Airbnb there. And basically I walked into the bar and it was like this dimly lit, like small one. There was like this big G bartender who's holding up the fucking drinks and shit. And then all of the other people sitting with them, like it's all big masculine dudes, like 30s, 40s, and they're just sitting down. Like these fucking big G's, like gangster motherfuckers, drinking away their Touhou drinks. I was like, holy shit, I don't belong here. But like, I didn't know any Japanese or Korean. I was just like trying to speak with them English, and like he's like, oh, I don't know English. I was like, oh, just kind of. So we just started talking to each other in Google Translate, and I don't know, man. It was kind of like awkward because he was like, yeah, man, business is kind of like, it's kind of rough lately, man. Like, I'll appreciate if you can like buy some drinks or whatnot. I was like, okay, whatever, fuck. So I started like buying some things. I drank some orange juice, didn't really drink much alcohol. And I was like, all right, well, that's cool and all. We kind of just talked a bit. It was a little awkward. I was like, all right, well, whatever. I'm gonna just dip. I wish I knew Japanese so I can yap with them. Like now I probably could because my Japanese is a lot better from doing my own self-studying. But like, I don't know, it was awkward there. And that was kind of like the end of that experience. What I will say is that when I went to the toilet, there was like a fucking, like there's, again, that Touhou bar in Osaka had all the Touhou figurines and the merch and the characters and the fumos around them. it was less exciting than the other one. It was like more dim and more depressing, how to say. I don't know. I wouldn't go back there personally because that's kind of my fault. I wish I had a better language speaking abilities and I didn't make things awkward personally. The other one in Tokyo was like fire though. I would go back there. I do want to go back there and just yap and shit. I'll be fire as fuck, dude. I don't know. I still like the anime stuff now, not as much as I used to because I don't like watch it as much or ingest it as much, like do that much gaming. So I do a lot more like IRL stuff, more like fitness and business and stuff, which I really love doing more instead. I like leveling up my character IRL than in the game now. So I would still go just for the culture. It'll be fun as fuck. I would go again, but I will tell more story if I can get it working again. If I were to go there, I wouldn't drink alcohol though. I'll probably drink some orange juices or some shit, which are fine. But yeah, just wanted to talk about my experience with it. There's not really a moral to the story here or anything. I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was an interesting experience that not a lot of people experience. But I guess the moral of the story, the lesson is that if you wanted to have a better time connecting with people there, like I don't live in Japan, of course, right? But I think like a big issue there is that like loneliness and it feels so lonely. You're surrounded by all of these people, but you don't talk to them. They don't talk to you. They don't even give you eye contact. They just walk by because there's like the read the air thing, like the kuki oyomu or some shit. So you're not even allowed to disturb anyone in public. And like if you bump into you, they're like, someone, like they're gonna fucking bow to you and shit. And like it's fucking weird. But like if you go to like these bars that are more catered to a specific niche, y'all already have like this similar interest. You just yap about that shit, and it's like easy as fuck. And yeah, just want to experience with it. I guess if there's any lesson there, and if you're there for some reason wanting to talk to people, you go to these very niche bars or niche cafes or something, and they're extremely small and intimate, and you just talk and yap at your shit, and like they will put their barriers down because you have a similar interest. And let me tell you that these guys like to go deep. I'll tell you that. Even if you don't know not much about them, you can go deep about it. But yeah, I guess that's like an interesting cultural experience. But yeah, I'll see you guys.